We can confirm now 2 National Guard troops have been shot in Washington near the White House, is what we are told. We do not know about their conditions at this time. We are just starting to get brand new details, but we can confirm 2 military personnel have been shot near the White House. Paul Mauro is joining us by phone. He's a retired NYPD inspector. Paul, we're just starting to get details here. What can you add to what we've learned so far?
Well, obviously it's very sketchy at this point, but your mind has to go to the fact that, of course, the National Guard has been deployed as an anti-crime measure in Washington. So while normally we would think of the White House as being, okay, maybe they were securing the White House, that's not really what they do. The National Guard doesn't really have that as a primary role. You have the Capitol Police and Secret Service and other elements there. Can the National Guard be involved? Sure. But where my mind goes right now is the fact that they've been out there using their omnipresence as a deterrent. I keep making this point on the air. A lot of people misunderstand the role of the National Guard in this counter-crime stuff. They're not there to answer 911 calls, to boom doors, to get cats out of trees. Their thing is to stand there, be present, be a deterrent. They look very impressive in the uniforms. We have them here in New York and have since 9/11. Something else that people miss. We've had them for 25 years here in our transportation hubs. But all you can think right now is, just thinking logically, is this sounds like, at this point, you have to consider, is this something relative to the crime deployment that we know is going on in Washington?
Yeah, Paul, to orient our viewers a little bit, so you're looking live at a shot of the White House, but the incident, this shooting apparently occurred at 17th and I Street, which is about 2 or 3 blocks away from the White House. It's right by Lafayette Park and the Farragut Metro. One of the deployments tactics of the National Guard was to put them around these downtown metro stop areas, and so you would normally on any given day see a few Guard troops in these areas. But this location, I'm wondering if you make anything about the fact that this is one of the central areas in downtown, just blocks from the White House.
Well, Griff, I think you make a very good point. That has been one of the sort of salient locations in all of this, going back, in fact, to the riot that we had there around the monument and all of that. So it's quite conceivable that if somebody is trying, again, we're just speculating now, but if somebody is trying to send a message, you'd have to think that that would be a place that has particular significance. But either way, I was just down in D.C., to testify to Congress, actually, and you see them around. And I passed 2 of them, 3 in the morning, 3 in the morning, very late at night, and there they are walking along the street. Just again, their omnipresence, their eyes and ears, and they were just walking by me, And I made sure to say hello to them and let them know they were appreciated. But the point is that they're just out there as eyes and ears. And the fact that they are out there just that way, unfortunately, you have to recognize, because their presence is somewhat passive, it makes them potential targets. And I just hope that, both of them are okay, because it's a brave thing to be standing out there and to be told you're here just to be seen. By definition there, that means that people might wish you ill intent can't see you and can take action.
So, I mean, as far as what we know right now, this is coming from Jen Griffin and Bill Mears. 2 sources are confirming that that 2 National Guard members were shot in Washington, D.C. This was about a mile from the White House. The conditions of those 2 guardsmen are not known, and the whereabouts of the alleged shooter are not known. So, I mean, Paul, you have to imagine that there is a massive investigation already underway, and search is on.
Oh, absolutely. I can't work the phone right now because I'm on air, but
right.
I'm getting some texts in here. Look,
okay.
Let's just put it that way. There's video everywhere in Washington. They're going to roll these guys up. They're probably all over them already. You got to imagine there's a mad scramble on. One of the things I would just say now is this is important.
Okay.
Somebody has to take charge.
We're starting to get a whole lot more information. The story is going to pick up coverage here after a break. Kristi Noem is confirming DHS is working with local law enforcement to gather more information. She is confirming 2 National Guardsmen were shot moments ago in Washington, D.C.